Hello, and welcome to the latest edition of the Gaming Grotto. My name is Ezekiel Garcia, and today we had GeePM, streamer extraordinaire, and recent associate of the Vinesauce collective. We were talking about video games, talking about ASMR videos, streaming, and Guy Fieri. Be sure to check him out on Vinesauce.com and his personal stream at twitch.tv/GeePM and his Twitter at Geefrodo, Geefrodo. So sit back and enjoy. We basically just shot the shit for like an hour, and enjoy. When I was like browsing again through your channel, and honestly, the one thing that I was looking at the past couple of days were your not GoldenEye, whereas you playing 007. Because I can tell you right now that was my shit 10 years ago. Yeah, because seriously, that was like the only game I would get at Blockbuster, to the point where I actually convinced my mom to actually buy it for me.
Dude, fucking Nightfire was, or wait, which game? Age Under Fire or Nightfire?
Both.
Oh yeah. I played fucking both of those when I was I wasn't really a kid. I was more like preteen sort of when I played those, but those were probably my two most played games on the GameCube, I think. Just because like the multiplayer was so fucking good on Nightfire. It was,
yeah. Because like when I was playing it, like the weird part about it was that I actually I only played GoldenEye for like one or two like times, you know, because the only person I knew that had GoldenEye was my cousin in California. So every time we go there, we would play GoldenEye, and I was way too young to remember, you know, how that game played. But then like I was playing Angel Under Fire and Nightfire and shit like that, and like those games, like for some reason those games just stuck out to me. Yeah. And it's funny because it's like EA actually did. I thought EA did a pretty good job with the James Bond license, I think. Yeah, the Age Under Fire and Nightfire, they were pretty okay at the time. Yeah. The funny thing about Age Under Fire is they didn't quite have the license to use Pierce Brosnan's likeness, so they kind of made this weird it's sort of like Pierce Brosnan face, but then like when Nightfire rolled around, they actually got the license for his face. Right. I like when I heard you say that, I was like, how does that even work? Like, do you actually people actually need permission to use someone's face? Yeah, so like I guess if you're an actor or whatever and you're like tied to a specific role, you need to like get permission from them, or like whatever lawyer or company has rights to their likeness, I think. Oh geez. I don't know how that process actually works, but I know you definitely need to like secure rights to use their face. It's kind of weird. Right, because have you actually played Everything or Nothing? I have not. No, that's the one of the earlier James Bond games I haven't played. Oh, okay. You at least know what the concept is. It's like a third person running around. I remember somebody saying it's like a third person game. Yeah, I haven't really seen any footage of it though. It's actually like people would assume that like a third person Bond game would be pretty shit, because there was that Tomorrow Never Dies game for PS1, which from what I understand, it was supposed to be like it's a competitor to GoldenEye, even though it couldn't hold a candle to save its life. Because it was like a very clunky third person game, but Everything or Nothing was actually really good. And they actually did get Pierce Brosnan to voice Bond. Oh, really? That's cool. And his face was actually a lot better too. Because like the thing with Nightfire is like it looked kind of weird just to see his face. So it's like it just didn't look like I didn't think it looked good. Yeah, it's slightly off model. Yeah, but they still got a little bit of it right. Yeah. Right. So like, have you actually played that 007 Reloaded game too? Have you ever played that? 007? I don't think so. No. I think it's called Reloaded. That's actually pretty good shit too. Like you would just assume that it's just a remake, and you know you think they would butcher it, but no, it's actually really good. Oh, was it GoldenEye Reloaded? You mean? Yeah, that's what I was trying to mention. Yeah, I never played that. I remember seeing footage of that though. Oh yeah, I thought it was pretty good actually. Because it kind of goes back to, you know, old GoldenEye, and it actually is pretty fun. But probably the only like series you're doing, and it's funny because it's probably the most extensive, is the Miiverse. When you're going around Miiverse and shit. I'm not gonna lie. Like I can't sit through that because some of the shit you find is so goddamn awful. Yeah, that I can't. Some of them get really, really bad. Yeah, and that's like I can't sit through this.
No, I totally understand that. Yeah, some of those role plays get really out of control really fast.
Yeah,
just like the weird posting that goes on there.
It's like, I mean, I don't own a Wii U, to be honest, but like, I mean, like, how does that even like happen? Like, did just a bunch of people just decided to just do a role play and just everybody who finds it just goes along with it?
So what the Miiverse originally was designed for is it was created as to be like a little social platform for people to like talk about things in their communities. Like you would have like, I don't know, like a Super Mario 3D World community. And you could like, the whole idea was like people would go in there and post about like, oh, hey, I'm having trouble with this section of the game. Can anybody help me? And then people would comment like, oh yeah, you know, you just do this and this and this. But like, I guess they kind of apply that to like all these apps or whatever. So when the YouTube app like rolled around and then they had the community for it, I mean, I don't really understand what they expected people to talk about in the YouTube community, but like people just sort of like overtook it as this role-playing platform.
What the hell?
It's really weird. I don't understand why. I think it just started off like people maybe talking about their favorite YouTubers or whatever, but then like it started spiraling. Like the big thing I noticed originally was when Five Nights at Freddy's was like hitting its real big boom. People were doing a lot of Five Nights at Freddy's roleplay. So I think a lot of people latched on to like popular YouTube trends at the time. And like we're starting to do role plays based off of that, like that shit.
That sounds fucking awful.
Yeah, some of them were definitely pretty bad, like, for sure.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
And then you get like the really weird shit where like, so the Wii U has this function called the Wii U chat.
Okay.
Where basically all you do is add a friend on your like a Nintendo account or whatever, and then if they add you back, you can technically do a video chat with them using the Wii U chat app. So like you can do like a straight up video chat with the gamepad. So what a lot of people do is, I'm sure there's been some like fucking kid that's been exposed to like a 50-year-old man's dick or something. Like people will just like post in the Miiverse, hey, anybody want a Wii U chat? I'm a 13-year-old girl who's just looking for a boyfriend.
Oh, jeez.
And then it gets really scary. So that's why I always try to report those threads as often as I see them, because they're just dangerous.
Oh my God. That reminds me of, I think it was one of the Burnout games when when the 360 was utilizing webcam. And like they did this thing where they would take, what you can do is like when you have like the camera on you, and then like you just crash the shit out of somebody. And what it does is that it turns on the camera, so then you could actually see like the player's reaction to the crash, right?
Oh man, that sounds awful.
Yeah, and obviously, what they would do is that, like when the camera shows up, they'll just like unzip their pants and just whip their dicks out, like for like a split second.
It's like you would have to imagine they would have at least thought of like, hey, maybe somebody's going to do this. Should we still put this in? Yeah, I'm sure it won't be a problem.
Well, the thing is that when you're mass producing, you don't really think about those things, now, do you?
I guess, yeah, but like, still, maybe Microsoft wanted them to like find some way to like, maybe because it was like a popular like third-party title for them, they wanted like some way to use the webcam, because I think it probably just came out at that time.
Yeah.
Like, hey, find some way to use the new Microsoft webcam or whatever.
Yeah, and obviously it was like before Kinect.
Yeah.
Which honestly, fuck that thing. Seriously.
I think with that webcam thing, I think people would do that a lot. Well, I think there was the Xbox Live Arcade version of Uno. I think you could just turn on your webcam and have it like on during the whole match. I think people would do that too.
What the hell?
Yeah, I don't fucking know. I don't know what they were thinking with that.
Right, and then like they did Kinect, and that fucking thing stunk. Because like I remember actually my. Basically, I have one of my sisters, she has 2 kids, and the youngest one is actually like an avid gamer. Like she could beat the shit out of me in Black Ops 3 any time of the day. Yeah. And I am actually getting back into that, which I'll talk about later probably.
Okay.
But so they actually got the Kinect when it first came out. And like the thing was that when it worked, it was fun for like 10 minutes and then you get bored.
Yeah.
But then like when it doesn't work, then it's like, oh my fucking God, could you please end this? Because it's like, it barely registers as shit.
Yeah, I remember when my father, he bought the Kinect when it first came out, and I remember I took it for him, and I streamed with it for a day. I streamed that like dumb little animal game.
The Connectimals?
Yeah, Connectimals, yeah. That was so fucking
I could not believe I remember that.
Come me your Skittles and just fucking just abuse these animals.
Yeah, exactly.
Those Kinect games are just awful, and
they
people
are
trying to force ways to get the Kinect working, and it was still garbage. The Kinect is still garbage, but it's not as garbage as it used to be, like the newer model, I guess.
Well,
but yeah, it's still fucking garbage.
I still think the most depressing fact, the most depressing thing about the Kinect is the fact that Rare is relegated to make those fucking games.
Yeah, that's right.
It's
just a straight division of Microsoft now, so they're kind of forced them to do all that shit.
Yeah, now they have that fucking Young Conquer game that looks like absolute ass.
God, I don't understand what the whole philosophy design behind that was, because people know, they should know that people have a certain image of Conquer, and just to turn him into that, why even bother make it a fucking Conquer thing? I think,
oh god, I'm trying to think of some sort of logic, but I just can't.
Yeah, I don't understand.
It's oh my god, because the one thing is the one thing about the whole whatever the fuck hologram shit they're doing is I don't when you really think about it, it's what practical purpose is it going to serve in the long run? Because I know they were doing that stupid thing with Minecraft or whatever, but then that Young Conquer thing happened, and I'm pretty sure that the stock of that thing just plummeted. Because how do you fuck up Conquer? I mean,
I don't know. I guess they're just trying to make a family-friendly Conquer. I don't know.
Which is stupid.
Yeah. I think the idea of the augmented reality stuff that Microsoft is trying is interesting, because that has a lot of practical uses. As far as a gaming sense, excuse me, I don't really understand what they can really do with it.
Right.
I could imagine when they get to a point of augmented reality, you have a heads-up display in your glasses, and if you bring your hand up to your face or whatever, and you could put the time in the corner of your vision or move it down in different places and get statistics and stuff like that. That I can see being a practical use for it. It's as far as gaming and stuff, I don't really understand a whole lot of shit that could be useful for. I mean, the Minecraft idea that they demoed was kind of interesting.
Yeah,
I could see that working pretty well. But as far as anything else outside of just little tech demos, I can't imagine being really useful for a game.
Yeah, exactly.
With VR though, VR has a lot of gaming applications. Yeah. And that has the practical purposes as well. But just augmented reality seems like something that could be used better as just a general tool rather than for gaming.
Yeah, that actually would make a lot more sense. But I don't know why the hell Microsoft would I mean, unless of course you're doing some Minecraft. Which, by the way, have you actually seen or actually
even
touched Minecraft story mode?
No, I haven't. I've seen somebody stream a little bit of it, but God. That thing's not for me.
I tried. I honest to God tried to play it at my niece's house.
Yeah.
Even she wouldn't want to touch it. Yeah. Because to her it's Minecraft is building things and doing whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's I
don't understand the need for the story.
Here's the thing. I tried playing it for 10 minutes and I had to stop.
Yeah.
I take writing pretty seriously in games, and I couldn't take what the hell they were doing any longer.
Were you a fan of the other Telltale stuff?
Oh god. To be perfectly honest, I think Walking Dead was their peak, and everything else was just kind of thrown away. It was just basically just whatever the fuck they could get their hands on. Because I did play a bit of Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
But even at that, I'm just if you played one of them, you played them all, I think.
Yeah. Telltale certainly has developed their own type of just game style. And they're really going hard into it. I mean, I think they announced they're doing a couple more games. I know they're doing a Batman series now.
Yeah, which I'm actually kind of interested.
Yeah, I think that could be interesting. But I do kind of agree with you with the Walking Dead thing. I enjoyed the first 2 seasons of that, and then I really liked The Wolf Among Us. But after that, I couldn't really care for most of the other stuff. Tales from the Borderlands was actually really interesting. I watched a friend play that, and that was actually a lot of people kind of mark that as one of the funniest things Telltale's ever done. And certainly has better writing than Borderlands 2.
Okay,
because what a lot of people are saying.
Okay, because I was so afraid to touch Tales from the Borderlands because
it is pretty genuinely funny.
Oh, okay.
I would actually recommend it.
All right, and Troy Baker was in that, right? Another Troy Baker performance, right?
He's in everything.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he probably is. Did he do 3 voices for Arkham Knight or some shit like that?
Maybe I never played that game, but I could believe that.
Yeah, because I think Nolan North did like 3 different voices. I know for a fact he did like more than like 2. But back to Tales from the Borderlands. Well, actually, Borderlands in general. The thing about Gearbox is that I think the only good game they've ever done was Borderlands 1. And then Borderlands 2 was just boring as shit.
See, I played a little bit of Borderlands 2, and I enjoyed some of the gameplay changes, but just overall the writing I could not stand.
Yeah, because it's
that
fucking claptrap, I swear to God.
Yeah, I enjoyed my time with Borderlands 1, but like after a while, I just, it's a game that's they can easily get bored with.
Yeah.
Like even doing multiplayer with friends, I got tired of it after a while.
Yeah, because the thing with Gearbox is that there used to be a bunch of modders.
Yeah, they made the Halo PC port. They did all those expansion packs for Half-Life.
Right. And
they had a pretty good repertoire, I guess.
Yeah, I think honestly, like Gearbox, they're pretty incompetent, I feel. Like anything outside of Borderlands, then they just suck. But
what has Gearbox done outside? I know they worked on Duke Nukem Forever.
Yeah, that was shit. They've done Brothers in Arms. That was like their first taste of like real games. And then they did I think it was Hell's Highway, which to me was one of the biggest piles of shit I've ever played. And then they did Borderlands, and then they kind of got a reputation, and then their reputation went to shit. I blame Anthony Birch for that because fuck that guy, seriously. And yeah, that's pretty much. Oh yeah, they're doing Battleborn now, which
Oh, that's that weird first-person MOBA thing, right?
Right. I desperately want to not like it, but something like in the back of my head tells me that I should be interested in this. Because Gearbox, I don't because I don't like Gearbox as a company, but for some reason my brain's telling me look into Battleborn.
Yeah, I was never really a big fan of MOBAs in general, so I have zero interest for that game.
Oh, I can tell you right now that I have a friend who's really into League of Legends, and he tried to get me to play it 3 separate occasions, and every time I couldn't even finish a fucking match. I was so goddamn bored with it.
I had a friend who was exactly like that. He would just play nothing. Like anytime I'd go over to his house to hang out with him, he would just always be playing League, and he'd try to get me to play. I'm like, dude, I don't like this game. I can't get into it.
And to me, what I find so hilarious and also kind of infuriating is that sometimes he'll come over because we have another friend, a very good friend of mine, and we would go over to his place. But we would meet up at his place, and he'll bring his backpack, right? But then some days he'll bring his fucking laptop with him too, and then he'll start playing League of Legends, and the only thing you'll hear is the sound of clicking on his end. And I'm just like, dude, he's been hitting the left clicker for 30 minutes. That's all you fucking do in that game. Just hit the left click button, and then you win or lose or whatever the fuck happens.
Don't get me wrong, there's certainly definitely intricacies to MOBAs and stuff, but I just can't get into the gameplay of it.
Yeah, to be
I played a little bit of Warcraft 3 and I guess a little bit of early Dodo when I first got my old ass PC way back in the day, but I didn't really, it wasn't something I was really super into.
Right. Oh god, those games. Jeez, honestly, it's I feel like it's too simplistic. You really can't do much other than just command a single character to do whatever the hell you want him to do. And to me, that there's just no fun in that. I could play a good RTS, but nothing just one guy running around.
I don't know. I would say there is a little more to MOBAs than just clicking dudes around. There is definitely a lot of strategy into building certain builds with different heroes and champions and shit like that. But that's just not really something I ever got into. I do a lot of RTSs. I play a lot of Command and Conquer.
Oh yeah,
Red Alert and shit like that. Yeah, I don't know. MOBAs just never really interested me.
Right. Yeah. To me, I try to give him a chance, but I just can't. I'm just if I want to play something that is fun and I can play forever, just give me something like Dark Souls or some shit. I'm fine with Dark Souls. Even though I don't know what it is about Dark Souls, but like people are just like way into it, like a lot more than I would honestly would have thought.
Yeah, people definitely have a real affinity for it.
Yeah,
they're really attached to the series.
To a fucking fault though, because oh my god, because like I'll go into like forums and shit, and then they'll be like, "Oh, you're not doing this right. You're not," and I'm just like, dude, I'm just trying to enjoy the fucking game.
That's a big problem with like streaming those games too. Like if you're not playing it the way they want to see it played, and then they just pretty much bitch at you.
Yeah, and
I enjoyed the shit out of Dark Souls 1. I played that game like a fucking ton. Like I probably have over 200 hours clocked in that game in both the PS3 and the PC version.
I got 300.
But like whenever I try streaming it, people would always be upset that I wasn't like doing a specific build they wanted to see.
Oh my god,
shit like that. So I just never really streamed it much.
Well, I mean, for good reason, because it's like my god, it's like the same.
I got Dark Souls 2, and I was never really into that.
Yeah, to be like Dark Souls 2 is kind of like I think what they were trying to go for was that they were just trying to get more people into it, because the first Dark Souls could seem kind of niche, I felt. Because I try to get a lot of people into it, and like only one person actually is invested in it now. So so it's like it's not really for everyone, but I think with the second one they were just trying to get more people into it.
Plus, I think the problem too, I think that was from Software's B team that was working on that game. It wasn't directed by Miyazaki or whatever his name was.
Yeah, I can't remember the name, but I could see that actually, yeah.
And then I don't have a PS4, so I never got a chance to play Bloodborne, but I picked up Dark Souls 3 about when it came out, and I'm not super far into it, but I'm vastly enjoying this over Dark Souls 2, like almost immediately. It's very, very good so far.
Sadly, I haven't really played it that much, but I really want to, because I'm hearing nothing but amazing things about it.
Yeah, it's really good. The PC port is pretty okay. There was like a couple weird bugs I think they patched out and crashing, but I think it's pretty okay now.
Oh my god! When you said PC port, all I could think of was Dark Souls, the first one.
Oh god, yeah, that was abysmal.
Oh my god! Like I tried running it, and it's like it was like going like -5 frames per second.
Yeah,
because it was just so goddamn slow. Oh my god!
Yeah, that was one of the worst PC ports that really came out. I mean, eventually DS Fix came out and then made that thing like actually playable after a while. And then you had to deal with like the cheating and shit, because that ran on Games for Windows Live for the longest time, and it took them forever. Eventually switched it over to Steamworks.
Yeah, I mean, but they should have done that in the first place.
Yeah, I think they did it because it was trying to coincide with the 360 release of the game.
Oh,
or something
Jesus
like that.
Christ.
Yeah. They figured like since they already had the infrastructure for the 360 release, why not just like backpack it onto the Games for Windows Live stuff? But then eventually that shut down, so they had to move everything to Steamworks, and it ran a little better, and cheaters weren't as prevalent as they used to be. But yeah, they were still definitely around.
Game for Windows is just a fucking pile of shit. It really was.
Garbage.
Yeah, and it's like, and you know what I find hilarious was that I think with Quantum Break, they were trying to bring it back in some sort of way.
Yeah, they kind of sort of are. It's really weird.
Yeah, it's like why would they do that?
I don't know. And
then like I heard that like basically they were like, oh, we fixed the mistakes, we learned our lessons or whatever. And basically what Quantum Break on the PC is, it's pretty much a copy paste of the Xbox One port.
Well, yeah, that's kind of what they've been trying to do with their Microsoft's PC releases. Is they're trying to like unify the Windows 10 and Xbox One platforms to kind of be like the singular unified thing. So they're trying to make it so like they can sort of work together.
But it doesn't.
You see a lot of like, I haven't seen good things about it. Apparently in the original release of Quantum Break, there was no like actual game exit button in the PC version. Like you had to like actually close out the app by, you just go to the little Windows charm thing and close it out of there. There was no way to actually quit out of it in game.
Yeah.
But apparently they patched that in, and like the recent patch was real fucking dumb.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and I mean, and you know, it's kind of tragic because I mean, I actually like Remedy Software Entertainment, whatever the hell their name is. I actually like their stuff. You know, I loved Alan Wake, and I loved American Nightmare and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah, Alan Wake was really good.
Yeah, and it's like
that game.
And Quantum Break, to be honest, it looks badass. Like I've seen gameplay footage of it, and it looks like it looks awesome.
Yeah, it looks pretty okay.
Yeah,
I don't know if I'll go out and like buy it at full price, but may like eventually get it if it's like on a cheap discount or something like that.
Right. Yeah, but but still though, I don't think it's enough for me to get an Xbox One, to be honest. Yeah, because I don't think I'd ever touch one at this point.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, there really is no reason for me to get one. I'm just probably going to get a PS4 and call it a day because, fuck the...
Yeah, that's probably your best bet.
Yeah. Yeah, because, like, I mean, with the PS4, I feel like you could do a lot more shit with it, and there's, like, a lot more fun games you can actually play. I actually did play Rise, Son of Rome, which was, like, the...
Oh, really?
Oh,
yeah, I remember that game.
It is such... Okay. It is probably the most awkward game I've ever played. Because it's
isn't that game like mostly just QTEs?
Yeah, that's basically all you're doing. And it's like you're the world's slowest Roman soldier, and you're going around killing God knows who. I forgot who they were supposed to be, but you're going around, and it's like you have this like totally not God of War like story going around. And then I don't even know who. I think it was Crytek who made that. And those guys are really? Those guys are just dicks. But yeah, and it's like now Crytek is just relegated to making like free to play first person shooters now. Have you ever heard of Warface?
Warface? No, I haven't.
Warface is that's an actual name of an actual game. And it's it was basically trying to ride the coattails of Warframe, but it was like a first person shooter. And it ran like shit, and it was just boring as hell, and like that was probably like the last thing Crytek has made. Yeah, so it's like, how the hell do you go from Crysis to making free to play shooters?
It's so weird. Yeah, I mean, like the Crysis franchise kind of died off because people only ever really used it as a glorified tech demo. I don't remember those games being like. I remember I played Crysis Warhead, and I thought that game was okay, but I never really like thought like the actual like mainline Crysis games were super fun or like engaging in any way. They just kind of felt like generic first person shooters with a small twist on them.
Yeah, because like honestly, I felt that both Crysis 3 and Crysis 1 were really good in their own way, but they were pretty generic at the end of the day. Because like the one gimmick that Crysis 3 brought to the table was just you had a fucking bow.
Oh
yeah, and that was it.
That.
I mean, it was fun as hell to use, but still, it was just a fucking bow.
It's like Far Cry had that already.
Yeah. And Far Cry... You've played Far Cry 4, right?
Wait. Was 4 the... No, I haven't... No, Primal was the new one. Yeah, I've played 4.
Yeah, because, like, one thing I'll never understand is, like, I feel like there's, like, an irrational hatred towards the last two games. Because I know a lot of people did not like Far Cry 3. And I
thought Far Cry 3 was actually pretty okay.
Yeah, I thought it was actually really good.
I thought the main, like the story was kind of okay.
Yeah.
I have mixed feelings about it, but the gameplay and stuff they introduced on Far Cry 3 was like really cool, and they pretty much just have been expanding upon that on each iterative.
Yeah.
But yeah, that I think it's kind of what Far Cry has a problem with right now is they have this like baseline thing that they made from Far Cry 3 and they keep trying to see how they can improve on it, but like each iterative doesn't really add a whole lot to it. Like Far Cry Primal looks okay, but like it doesn't look really any different. And the fact that they were pretty much charging as like a full price game, I thought that would have like worked better as maybe like a like a Far Cry Blood Dragon sort of thing. That was like a $20 standalone expansion you could get. And I thought that was like an appropriate price tag for that.
Right. Like that's exactly what I thought when they were coming out with Primal. Because I knew for a fact that Ubisoft, wasn't going to make, the right decision because, they haven't made a good decision in like, I don't know how long. But like they were going to make a Blood Dragon sequel and then they straight up said that they weren't. And I'm just like, what the fuck? So Primal comes out and then I'm like, oh, sweet. And then it's like full price. And I'm like, what the fuck? So,
I think I don't know how I would feel like about like a Blood Dragon sequel. I think Blood Dragon was like long enough that the joke pretty much died at like the very end. Like I feel like that stayed its welcome just long enough. And if it went on any longer, I think the joke just could have petered out. So I don't think like a Blood Dragon sequel would have been really that great. And so like when I heard about Primal, I thought, oh, this is going to be sort of like a Blood Dragon sort of thing, but it's set like, caveman times. This is going to be like a $20 thing. Maybe it's going to be kind of short.
Right.
But no, they just made like a full price, full length game. I was like, why?
Yeah. Well, because, I guess it's just because they were just trying to satisfy people who were just really into Far Cry. So they just decided to just make whatever the fuck, Primal, which I mean, it does have a good idea. But at the same time, again, it's fucking full price.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, what the hell? I mean, I have played Rainbow Six Siege, and honestly, I thought it was fucking awesome.
Yeah, my friend has that for his PS4. He's pretty like super into that game, and it looks pretty fun. I used to play a lot of the older Rainbow Six games.
Yeah.
I think I played a lot of Black Arrow. I think that was on the original Xbox.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I remember enjoying those games, and I think I played like some of Vegas and Vegas 2.
I thought those games were shit.
Yeah, I don't really remember particularly enjoying them. I just remember playing them.
Yeah, basically they were like a really bad Call of Duty knockoff.
Yeah, I think that's what they were trying to do, because Rainbow Six was always this very like tactical shooter thing, and they were like trying to like, okay, how can we make this more like Call of Duty?
Right, exactly. And it's like
that didn't really work out for them.
No, it was like a very awkward, it was very awkward to play, because there was like 10,000 commands you could do, and it's like you have to be like, it's just like you have way too much to work with. But like,
does the new Rainbow Six game even have a single player? I don't actually know.
Technically it does. Actually, yeah, it does, because I did play it offline, because where I played it at, my friend, he has no internet right now, and we were just playing a single player, and it's basically just like a survival mode sort of thing. I think it's called like Terrorist Hunt or some shit. But basically you're just going around and just doing like certain tasks, and it's like you do the same maps in the multiplayer as you would multiplayer. And you're just going around just trying to survive, and that's pretty much it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, in terms of like because I was just thinking about like sort of like the, I guess, career you had streaming. And I noticed that, you announced that, you were joining Vinesauce and all that good shit. And I gotta say, the stream you did with Rev and Joel and Critical, the drunk Mario Party stream was probably one of the funniest goddamn things I've ever seen in a while.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, because like,
that's been like,
because one thing I wanted to say was that every time, because like when I first heard about you, it was when you did the repainted a Mario Galaxy with Vinny, and I kind of got interested in what you were doing, and I was like, dude, like every time he's on a fucking stream, it's like fucking hilarious. Like you just seem to add something fucking funny. I don't know what it is, but it's like every time you're in like a guest on a stream, it's like 1,000 times funnier.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I feel bad honestly for that stream, because I provoked the fuck bees meme just by asking Vinny that dumb question, and then that totally spiraled out of control. That's Vinny's like most hated meme now. He absolutely hates the fuck bees meme.
Oh no, me and Josh love it. As a matter of fact, I think it was a couple days ago that we started playing that in the car.
Oh, yeah.
And we may have had the windows down. I'm not sure. I don't remember. But we were listening to Fuck Bees. And, it was good times. Now we got his girlfriend into it.
Oh, God.
To the point where she actually drew... Yeah, she drew a bee. And it just said it's hip to fuck bees.
Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, that stream was like one of the most fun things I've done in like a long time. So it was definitely really fun to do.
Like, have you actually do you actually take part in the whole retexturing process, or is it just like?
Yeah. So I'm also a part of this group called Games Repainted,
right?
Which we do the whole Games Repainting thing. A lot of the times, we give the textures out to the community, and they're kind of involved in the process. But for Mario Galaxy, I didn't do too many textures. I think I did a couple. Because I was mostly involved in the moderation process of people submitting their textures and things like that.
Right, because it was mostly like just everybody who could just pitch in, because this was like pretty much, I guess, for a lack of a better term, this was all thanks to the charity stream.
Yeah. It was the top goal. I don't even remember what the goal was.
Didn't it make page? Did it make front page on Twitch?
I think so. I think the charity stream might have. I don't remember if the whole repainted stream made front page, although it probably could have.
Right. Because like, I mean, I was just so like when I first saw that, when I first saw the repainted, I was just like, my mind was so blown by like,
it was
all the ridiculous shit you guys were capable of doing. And like even like the songs, you were like able to change the songs. I was like, I don't even, because I'm pretty sure like with the Wii games, it's a lot easier to do because it just.
So it depends on like who developed the game. So, okay. So yeah, we raised over $56,000 for the charity in 2015. I think the goal was like it might have been like 50,000 or something like that. It was a really high goal. But yeah, as far as like the music changing stuff, we didn't find out about that we even had that ability until like later on in the cycle. One of our good buddies, Angelo, who's kind of the head of Games Repainted, he was like doing some digging around and noticed that there was a tool out that you could swap out the music files for. And so we just started like, oh, well, we can replace the music in this to make this even better. So we just went ahead and like started doing a bunch of shit that felt appropriate.
Yeah, because like when like we were changing the music, so I was like, even with the cutscenes, I was just like, how the fuck are you guys able to do this?
Yeah, so a lot of first-party Nintendo games, they have a lot of they share a lot of similarities with other games, and so if you have the right tools, if you get like a copy of the Wii Source Developer Kit SDK, you can it has a lot of tools that let you rip and replace files in a lot of first-party Nintendo games. So it only really works with like Mario games or some Zelda games and shit like that. A lot of third-party games, since they use different stuff, it doesn't really work.
Right.
But Mario Galaxy has a lot of the stuff required, and we have a lot of the knowledge of how to like replace that shit. I think the hardest thing to do was changing Mario's model.
Yeah, to sponge.
Yeah, that was
like,
that was
how did you do that?
Yeah, that was in help with our good friend Copperbot and Angelo. Angelo did a lot of the modeling, and then Joe did a lot of the conversion process. It was really hard. I think like they had to replace some bone structures and shit like that. It was really complicated just to change the like face to constantly be frowning. But yeah, it was just a nice little extra touch on the whole thing.
Yeah,
that was one of the textures that we like specifically did not put out to the public because we knew we needed to make it sponge.
Right.
Everything else was pretty much set free and wild.
And then you have like gay minions, and that I cannot believe. Is that an actual thing that you guys found?
What?
The gay minion. I think it was on. I think it was on one of the mushrooms. That or in the bee suit. I don't remember. I'm
sure somebody found some fucking dumb minion shit and put it in there. I would believe that.
Yeah, because
that's not something I would put in there.
Right. Because I remember Vinny explicitly saying "gay minion" or something like that. But oh my god, that was like seriously when Fuck B started playing, I just fucking how did they put it? Oh, I was throwing up laughing, as some of the people on chat were saying.
Oh yeah. Marissa pretty much came up with the idea of like having the song start out normal and then having it slowly fade away into the Hip the Fuck Bees song.
Like, how the fuck did you guys know that was his favorite song?
I don't know. We didn't. That's the thing. We didn't. We just thought, oh, Honey Hive Galaxy. Hey, here's this funny version of It's Hip to Be Square. Why don't we just do this? I had no idea that was his favorite version.
The best part about that was when I looked up Fuck Bees, because I really wanted to know if that was an actual thing. I looked it up, and the first thing that popped up, the video description basically had a Star Wars spoiler on it.
Yeah, so that's where I got it from originally, but that guy, like, after he like started getting a bunch of comments and that, he just started to be he was just being a dick and like putting in Star Wars spoilers and putting in like fuck Vinesauce or whatever.
Oh,
he was real upset about all the attention it was getting.
Why?
I don't know. just probably some dumb jerk.
Oh Jesus. So I just only assumed that it was just something he thought it was funny, and then like now everybody's gotten the attention. Now it's like it's getting attention.
He was upset it got popular, pretty much.
Yeah. Oh God. Jesus. I mean, I thought he was just doing that just to like be like a troll or something like that. But if he was legit upset, then oh my God.
Yeah, no, it was probably a bit of both, probably.
It was good shit, because like basically that whole stream was just great.
Yeah, it was nonstop, fucking awesome shit.
Yeah, and then you had Guy Fieri, and then he called him. Didn't Vinny confuse him for DJ Khaled?
I think probably.
Yeah, he did. And he's like, he mispronounced his name, DJ Khaled. It's like, is it DJ Khaled? And it's like, no, it's Guy Ferrari.
Guy Ferrari.
Yeah, Guy Ferrari. Jesus Christ, have you actually seen his show?
Yeah, it's fucking. The show's great because he's just a very eccentric person.
Yeah, and it's like, did you know that? I actually read this somewhere where Guy Fieri, when he was filming one of his episodes or whatever, there was a bar. I don't remember where it was, but there was a gay couple inside the restaurant, and he basically brought production to a screeching halt because it was like he was freaking out over the fact that there was a gay couple in the restaurant.
Really?
Yeah, and it was like
in a good way or like what?
No, it was like I think he said like it freaks him out.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, like something really fucked up like that. Like he was like he was just ranting and raving. And this was all according to one of the producers of the show.
Oh wow, that's really shitty if that's true.
Yeah, and then he has his own restaurant and shit. And it's like Guy Fieri is just like a weirdo. I can't watch it.
He has his own brand of sauce. I saw it in like a Kroger recently.
Is it called donkey sauce?
No, it's here. Let me find a picture of it.
Because I remember like he had a special sauce and he named it something really stupid.
Fuck, where is it? Okay, yeah, it's just got like a picture of him, and it's just like I think it's just a bunch of like barbecue sauce. Oh, he has his own line of salsa too.
Oh, jeez.
The spice is right. Old school, burn baby burn, green and mean. What the fuck? Is this real? Oh my god. And no, okay, so the spice is right. The S is spelled with a $sign.
Oh, of course it is. Why wouldn't it be?
Guy Fieri knows what's fucking hip.
Oh yeah, he knows.
Oh, this was on Hot Sauce Daily.
Interesting.
The only website
for your hot sauce needs.
Website dedicated to all your hot sauce needs. Jesus Christ.
Oh my god. It's like you could basically just make a website for anything now.
Here we go. Salsa verde green. Guys salsa verde, serving in fire roasted Pablo and green peppers. Back at it, zesty lime, pinch of cumin. This salsa is so money it's green. Mild,
right here. Why is that a thing? That sounds nothing like him. It's like Guy Fieri here. The sauce is really saucy.
7 pepper salsa burn.
7 pepper salsa.
He's a fucking crazy ass man.
He is. Oh my god.
All of his shows on Netflix, by the way.
Are you serious?
Yeah, all of it's on Netflix.
I can't watch half of it because it's just him stuffing his face for like 15 minutes. So it's like I can't like if there's one pet peeve I have, it's like people eating, like people chewing.
Oh yeah.
Like that to me gets on my fucking nerves to no end.
What confuses me most about Guy Fieri is why does he still think frosted tips are cool?
I don't know.
Why does he do that with his hair? I don't get it.
I don't get it either. It's just like he lives in his own little world.
It's like the early 2000s never died for him and he's just constantly living it.
Yeah, and it's like either that or nobody ever told him. So we just stuck with it.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Speaking of like chewing and stuff. Okay, back to the drunk stream. You guys were talking about ASMR for like 20 minutes. I had no idea what the fuck you guys were talking about until I actually started looking at videos.
Yeah.
And like, okay, I understand that it's supposed to be like a stimulant, but 99% of the videos that I saw, it did nothing for me. And some of them just even outright grossed me out. I did see the Dr. Groot one.
Did you really? I'm so glad you did.
That's
my favorite one.
It is a work of art.
Yeah.
And like I was just like absolutely amazed at like the amount of effort he took.
Yeah, he has a bunch of different characters too.
Yeah, and he has like 1,000 videos on his channel.
Yeah, I guess it does pretty well for him. He seems to be doing well off with that, I guess.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't mind it. That's probably one of the only ones I don't mind, but it's not even because it's stimulating or anything. It's just so goddamn entertaining.
Yeah, it's just weird. It's not like gross or anything.
Yeah.
I think he put up a video, this might have been somebody else, where it's just like I think it's 20 minutes of this dude just rubbing a big sack of nuts.
What the hell?
Yeah, it's just like I think it's called like binaural like nutsack ASMR, and it's literally just this dude with a giant nutsack, and he's just like has his microphone real close to him, and he's just kind of like rubbing the nuts inside the sack, dude. It's real great.
What the hell?
Pretty sure if I search nutsack ASMR, I can find it.
Oh, jeez.
Yep, it's 1 hour of binaural nutsack ASMR.
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
No speaking / nutsack sounds only.
Nutsack ASMR. Sweet baby.
Great. It's like fucking candlelit too. This is beautiful.
Sweet baby.
Nutsack has a bow tie.
What? Oh my god. This can't be real.
It's definitely real.
It's real. Oh my god. I again, it's like I don't think I would be like just watching a guy rub a bag of peanuts. I just can't not.
I don't think you're supposed to really watch it. You're just supposed to kind of listen to it.
Oh, but
I've never really had like an ASMR trigger or anything, but like some of that stuff can kind of be relaxing. Like, just like audio of like a cafe shop or something, or like street sounds.
Yeah.
Like, that's like relaxing.
To me, I just go with like white noise and that's it. Just like something like a fan or something. That actually helps because I mean, okay, I'll say this. A couple nights ago, I was actually going like, I actually had that for a while, but then like at the same time, it just woke me up. Oh, because there was like a loud. Oh, because I left my ringtone on and I had my headphones in. So somebody sent me a text and I fucking freaked out.
Oh God, that sounds awful.
And like it was like 3 a.m.
Oh shit, that's awful.
And then I couldn't go back to sleep.
Yeah.
So no.
Yeah, usually I sleep with like a little rainy mood thing on my phone, but that's about it.
Yeah, and it's like the worst part was that the fan was keeping me up, so I had to turn that off. But at the same time, I couldn't sleep because my eyes were wide open.
Oh, God, that sucks.
Yeah, and it's like I ended up going back to sleep like at 9 a.m. and I woke up like at 10. So I had like 1 extra hour of sleep and that was it.
Oh, that fucking blows, man.
I have such a fucked up sleep schedule.
Yeah, tell me about it. I've been going to bed at like, I don't know, like 3 a.m. usually. But every so often it changes for like, I'm just gonna go to bed at like midnight tonight. Right. And I stick with that for like a few days, but then I'm like, I'm just gonna stay up real late and work on shit, and then it's like 4 a.m. Well, I'm like, well, fuck, now I got to do this for a couple days again.
Oh, jeez. Like, how often do you stream? Like, what time do you stream?
Usually I like to start around 8 p.m. Eastern, and then I go for like usually 2 to 3 to 4 hours, depending on what I'm streaming. I've had a couple exceptions. Like last stream I ended up like streaming for 5 hours, and then before that I did like some 10-hour marathon on Metal Gear Solid 2.
Jeez.
But yeah, generally around 7 or 8 Eastern is when I usually start.
Oh, yeah, because I know Vinny does like fucking streams like at 3 a.m. and shit.
Yeah, he usually starts around like 11 or midnight and then goes until 3 to 4.
Like to me, that's like I don't understand how people can do that.
Yeah, I mean,
I understand he has like because I mean, I know that he has a really fucked up sleep schedule too, where it's like he'll go to sleep like at 8 a.m. and he'll wake up at 3 in the afternoon.
Yeah. Oh, I used to be like that all the time.
Oh, jeez. And it's like it's like because I know he's like a busy motherfucker too, because it's like he's doing all kinds of shit, but yeah, it's like 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. I can't imagine anyone doing that, and like, oh man, because it's like. And I'm not sure how Joel does his streams because I know he's doing it all the way from Sweden.
Oh yeah, his sleep schedule is like consistently fucked up just because he has to like cater to like American time zones and shit like that.
Okay, yeah, and oh my god, for some reason the only thing I could think of when I brought up Joel was the fucking pizza that he ordered. Have you seen that?
I don't think so. No,
it was an older stream. I don't know when he was doing it, but it was a highlight video that he did on his Uncut channel, and there was one. He ordered a pizza. I don't remember what it was. What I think it was a chain, and they had like some of the most insane ingredients you could possibly imagine.
Oh yeah.
And I think he ordered a clam and like scrambled egg pizza. Like they put clam in the pizza.
Oh, that's interesting. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, he ate it and he thought it tasted like shit. But the one thing that stood out was just like it took a picture with like a shitty webcam, and and like it just looked like somebody just like left their afterbirth on their pizza. Like it looked horrible.
That's disgusting.
It was, and like I mean, you and Joel like streamed like to like obviously you guys had to like cater to like his, or did you have to like cater to you guys when it comes to like streaming? Like around what time would you say that you started that?
Oh, what do you mean?
Oh, the Mario Party stream, sorry.
Oh, the Mario Party stream.
Yeah.
Like what time we started it?
Yeah, because I mean...
Oh, I think we started it around like... Oh, fuck, when did we start? It might have been like 8 or not. It might have been like 7. I think that was probably around like 8 Eastern, I think we started.
Huh.
So I don't know like how early or late that was for Yol.
Oh,
it might have been like early on in the day. I don't really know.
Granddad. I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I did that, but I was just thinking of your impression of him and then how upset he was. Horse bread sucking dicks.
Yeah, a lot of people say that. That's a pretty decent impression of him. I don't think it's that great because it just sounds like Mr. Plinkett, but I don't know, a lot of people seem to like it.
Yeah, well, I mean, it makes sense. I mean,
yeah,
and it's like his dad's Kermit. By the way, I think nothing was more it was like nothing was more glorious than hearing him get emotional during like the middle of the stream, and then only for him to pass out. Oh my god!
Yeah, I think he passed out for like a couple minutes and then came back. I don't think he actually like passed out.
Oh, okay. Because like, I mean, I could have sworn that he did.
And we thought he passed out, but then apparently he just like went to the bathroom or something.
Right, and then like, oh my god, there were so many things about that stream that was just so goddamn hilarious.
Yeah,
and then like
that stream was really good.
Oh my god, do you even contact Critical? Like, have you actually talked to him recently, or?
Yeah, I've talked to him sort of recently. I think we were going to end up doing another stream together, but then like plans fell through, and then we did like a couple streams with his friend Andrew, Hugbees. Andrew was his friend that was drinking for Critical during that stream. But we've done a couple stuff with him recently. We did like some tabletop streams with Jen, Hootie, him, myself, and I think Rev as well. We did like a couple tabletop games with him.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I like Rev. I think, you know, he seems like a really cool guy, but I cannot listen to his voice for like more than 10 minutes. I don't know why. Because it's like, to me, it's like Chinese water torture, where it's like he has a regular voice, you know, and it's like he has a very subtle twang, but then like there's like certain words in which it just goes full force, and it just hurts to listen to. Like when I was watching that oh my god, when they were drawing Pokemon blind, and every time, and I know chat was like fucking freaking out over this, and I was too, where Rev was just like, the way he says draw, like he'll be like this, he'll be like, draw, the horn, and then everybody would just lose their shit every time he'll say draw.
Oh yeah,
and it's like,
draw,
and it's like, it hurts. And
I never really noticed that too much, but yeah, I can see how people would easily pick up on that sort of thing.
Right. By the way, can I just say right now that Andrew has a pretty fucked up channel, because it's like,
oh yeah, his YouTube channel is pretty great.
Yeah, because I mean, there's like all kinds of random shit, and I'm just like, I can't. It's like impossible to find, to like just see anything. And then like he has like fucking what was that one game, that one dating simulator?
Frank's Adventure?
No.
He had a couple dating sim games that he did on his YouTube channel.
And then he has Drew Carey as his avatar.
Yeah, he did Kramer's Hentai Adventure.
Oh god.
Yeah, he did a couple other fucking great games.
Kramer's Hentai Adventure. The fact that these games exist, like somebody actually, look, that's the thing about a lot of the more, I guess, obscene games, for a more professional word, I guess. Like it's kind of baffling that somebody or a group of people actually took time and effort to make something like that.
Yeah, they're so weird.
Yeah,
like I don't know if, like, I'm sure they're just like making them ironically because, hey, it's funny, it's Kramer,
right? But whatever, it's like somebody actually like took. Yeah,
you have to put in the effort to that. Yeah,
and like or something that's unironic, like if you play something like fucking Monster Girl Quest.
Oh god.
Yeah, and it's like somebody actually drew this, somebody actually wrote this part, and I have to live with the fact that I live in a universe where somebody actually had that in their mind.
Yeah, some people are really into those Monster Girl Quest games, man.
Well, I mean, here's the thing, though. That's like I'm not gonna judge, but just the idea that somebody brought it to life, somebody actually had to think about that.
Yeah, this shit's ridiculous.
Yeah, but oh man, it's like with your channel and everything, it's because I know you do a lot of stuff with Games Repainted. I don't remember, and I mean, this is gonna sound really like it's gonna sound really ignorant to me. But like, I can't remember if you were part of the Undertale Repainted.
No, I wasn't really personally involved with that one. I think I like joined in on the stream for like a little bit, but that was about it. Yeah,
and it's like, and another thing too, because it's like I saw their Double Dash Repainted. Was that actually Donkey who was playing?
You will not believe how many times we get asked that question. No, that wasn't actually Donkey.
Oh god,
that was our good friend Scrunk. Okay, he does a very good Donkey impression.
Oh okay.
And we always like to bring him on streams and have him do his Donkey voice, and people always go, "Is that actually Donkey?"
Oh,
no, it's not. It's not actually Donkey.
Right? Because like I've seen Donkey's face before, and then I was like, "What the hell? Why is Donkey blonde?" Yeah, and it's like I know and I mean, I don't want to bring it up, but like, it's like I know he's kind of gotten a little, he ballooned a little bit, but still, I was like, why is Donkey blonde? Why doesn't he have his glasses on? What's going on?
Yeah. No, I actually got to see Donkey at PAX.
Really?
Yeah, I was gonna like do like a little video with him.
Oh.
But he ended up like getting pulled away.
What?
He was pretty much just getting swarmed the whole time.
Are you serious?
Yeah. There was a bunch of people around him.
What the hell? And like, well, I mean, he hasn't really done much League videos, which I'm actually kind of thankful for.
Yeah, he pretty much stopped doing a lot of those.
Yeah, which I'm actually kind of glad because the thing was that again, I'm just sick and tired of the whole League of Legends thing. Yeah, I mean, if you could tell from the sound of my voice earlier, but oh my god, I'm just done. And also, I'm just glad that they stopped making Five Nights at fucking Freddy's games.
I think they're making another one, actually.
Are you fucking kidding me?
So I think Scott. Hold on, let me see if I can find
Scott Hawthorne.
Yeah, Scott Cawthorn.
I don't know why I keep saying Hawthorne.
His website. Yeah, so if you go to his website, it says Five Nights at Freddy's sister location. There was never just one, so I'm guessing he's making another one.
God fucking damn it!
Like, don't get me wrong, I like the dude. He's a very nice person.
Oh, okay.
But
yeah, I mean, I'm not like faulting him, but I just don't like those games.
Yeah, and then there was the whole weird shit with the Five Nights at Freddy's World thing that like ended up being kind of ridiculous at launch, so bad that he made it a free game. I think he refunded a bunch of people and then just made it free.
What the heck?
Yeah, I don't know. Which was kind of cool because like I guess it didn't end up living up to the vision that he had of his game when he released it, so he just kind of made it free. Yeah, I mean, I guess he's making another one. I mean, I don't really blame him because he has such like this huge franchise.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's like easy to just. I wouldn't really say it's easy to make another one,
right?
But I mean, like if you have something popular, like why not try and milk as much as you can out of it? I guess.
That is kind of true. I just didn't like the fact that it was like he just made a sequel like 2 months after like the first one was made. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that was a little weird. Yeah, he had another game. He's had a couple other games. There was one in particular that I actually liked. It was this weird RPG platformer combination. Wonder if I can find. I have it in my Steam library somewhere, but it had like this really, really interesting art style, and it like kind of showed like what he could do outside of Five Nights at Freddy's. And I think it was like his last game before he did it. But it had these really fucking cool ass like robot designs because it was like a really interesting game, and it was like it had like such a fucking cool art style. Desolate Hope, that's what it was. Desolate Hope.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's on Steam, and you can like look through the screenshots of it.
Okay.
Like he's a really fucking good artist and has such like a unique style. It's really, really cool. Yeah, I played through a little bit of this game, and it has a really interesting combat system. It's like you go around and do like some platforming segments, and you collect powers and shit, and then when you get into like actual battles, like you get thrown into this really crazy looking JRPG sort of sequence. I think it's active time battle. But like you can do like these moves, and then like while you're doing these moves, you can do like these mini games in the middle of a battle to like charge your moves and make them more stronger. I think it's really, really cool. I never really got far in it, but it's really neat.
I may play this because it actually looks like it looks good. So before we go, is there anything that's coming up for GeePM? Anything new, really?
As far as like new stuff coming, I can't really think of anything that I have planned. I'm probably gonna be streaming some of the Doom game when that comes out. I might be doing like a giveaway.
That game does.
Might be doing a giveaway of
that
it.
Game does.
Yeah, like I played some of the multiplayer, and it's made by the same team that's done the recent Halo multiplayer game, so it definitely feels like a Halo game. But it's still sort of fun. My streams of it recently when the beta was happening, I just basically played a bunch of shitty Nightcore music and was just playing along with that, and that made it enjoyable in some weird way.
Right. Yeah.
But
I can't stand Nightcore.
Yeah, I know, that was kind of the point. Like I was like, this game has no this multiplayer has no music. What's some fast-paced music? I know, Eurobeat and Nightcore. Why don't we just do that? It was a real fun time. But yeah, as far as like future stuff, I don't really have anything new planned. I mean, I'm still doing my stream of Hey You Pikachu. I'm probably gonna end up still stream more of the culling.
Oh geez. And you didn't mention a sweepstakes?
Oh yeah, so I'm probably gonna be doing a giveaway of a couple copies of the Doom game on release. I'm being sent a couple keys of that to give away. I think that's on the 13th of May is when that game comes out.
That soon?
Yeah, Doom 4.
Oh wow.
At least May 13th. Yeah, it comes out in like
next
week, Friday. Yep.
Are you serious? Oh fuck. Hopefully I have enough money by then.
Yeah, so
because a lot sooner than I thought, to be honest. I thought it wasn't going to come out until like later.
Yeah, I kind of had that feeling too, but I guess it's
year.
Yeah, I guess it's coming out soon.
Yeah. Oh man, that game's gotta be fucking. The game's gotta be fucking rad.
Yeah, I watched some of the single player stuff, and it looks like it's holding up pretty well. I was worried it was gonna be like, oh, you're gonna have like a 2-weapon limit or whatever, but it seems like they're doing like you're gonna be able to hold as many weapons as you can. And they have like upgrade trees for the weapons and stuff, which looks kind of interesting.
Ooh,
I'm cautiously optimistic about it.
Right. Yeah, I wouldn't blame you honestly, but it looks like such good shit that I can't really, find any faults of it so far.
I don't know if I can really think of it. I mean, I just picked up Catherine for the PS3 because that was on like a super good sale, so I might start that sometime.
Okay, I'll just tell you straight up right now, that game will just challenge your sanity.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I watched somebody like play it a long time ago.
I tried playing it. I don't think I've ever been so infuriated at a game. Like it's not that it's unfair. It's just that it's so goddamn hard.
Yeah, it definitely looks fucking brutal. That's for sure.
It's not an easy game. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh god. Yeah. Well, anyway, GeePM, thank you so much, man. I know this was like not exactly like an interview. But
no problem, man.
Yeah, but I think it would be pretty cool, just to have someone like you to be on our podcast. Definitely.
No problem.
Yeah. So, thank you so much, man, and we'll let you go, and you have a good rest of your day. All right.
Yeah, you too, man.
All right, thank you, and hopefully we'll look forward to maybe we'll do this again sometime. All right.
Yeah, sure. I would always be down for that.
All right, cool. Well, we'll let you go, and you take care. All right.
You too, man.
All right, later, man. So that was GeePM, very pleasant guy to speak to. Hopefully we'll catch up with him again soon. But in the meantime, be sure to check out Vinesauce.com, twitch.tv/GeePM, that's GEEPM, and his personal Twitter at GFrodo, GEEFRODO. And until next time, this has been the Gaming Grotto. I'm Ezekiel Garcia, and you guys take care. See you later.